Hey there! Today we're diving into a creature that's been part of human history since the very beginning, the pig entity. Whether it's seen as a symbol of abundance, a terrifying forest spirit, or even a cosmic being, the pig has held a unique place in our collective imagination. Let's trace this journey from the muddy roots of ancient times to the legends that still haunt us today. Throughout this video, we'll see how this entity has morphed from a source of food to a source of divine power and mystery across every continent.
In the cradle of civilization, the pig was often dualistic. In ancient Egypt, the god Set was sometimes depicted as a black pig, representing chaos and storms. However, the pig was also associated with fertility and the nurturing mother goddess Nut. It's fascinating how one animal could represent both the wild, unpredictable forces of nature and the essential cycle of birth and growth. In Mesopotamia, they were similarly viewed with a mix of reverence and caution, marking the first time the pig entity entered the human spiritual records as a force to be reckoned with. Moving to ancient Greece, we encounter the Erymanthian boar. This wasn't just any pig, it was a giant, ravaging beast that terrorized the countryside. Capturing it was one of the 12 labors of Heracles. These stories show the pig as a formidable adversary, representing the raw, untamed power of the wild that heroes had to overcome to prove their strength and restore order to the land. This version of the pig entity was a symbol of pure, unbridled physical power, a creature that even gods and demigods treated with the utmost respect and fear. In Celtic lands, pigs were truly mystical creatures. Take the sow Henwen, who was said to give birth to extraordinary things, like a kitten that became a monster and a grain of corn that fed a nation. For the Celts, the pig entity was deeply connected to the earth's magic and the entrance to the underworld. They were seen as messengers between our world and the spirit realm, often leading heroes on strange adventures into the mist. To the Celts, to own a pig was to possess a piece of the earth's own fertility and secrets. Up in the cold north, we find Gullinbursti, the golden bristled boar forged by the master dwarves. This radiant entity belonged to the god Freyr and could run through air and water faster than any horse. His glowing mane was so bright it illuminated the darkest nights. Here, the pig entity shifts from a wild beast to a high-tech divine companion, symbolizing prosperity and the light that guides us through hardship. It's a stark contrast to the mud-dwelling image we often have, showing the pig as a literal source of celestial light and mechanical perfection. In the East, the pig is the final sign of the Chinese zodiac. According to legend, the pig arrived last in the Great Race because he got hungry and stopped for a snack, then fell asleep. While he was late, he is celebrated for his honesty, compassion, and easygoing nature. In this tradition, the pig entity represents the joy of living and the virtue of a kind heart. It reminds us that being the fastest isn't as important as being the most genuine. This shift in perspective turns the pig entity into a relatable, lovable figure associated with wealth and happiness. In Hawaiian mythology, we meet Kamapua, the powerful pigman deity. He was a shapeshifter who could turn into a handsome man or a massive hog with superhuman strength. His stories are filled with passion and conflict, particularly his stormy relationship with the fire goddess Pele. This pig entity represents the lush, green vegetation of the valleys, constantly clashing with the hot, destructive lava of the mountains. It is a story of nature's balance, where the pig is the protector of the rain-washed forests and the fertile soil that feeds the people of the islands. During the Middle Ages in Europe, the pig entity took on a darker, more superstitious tone. Pigs were sometimes put on trial for crimes, reflecting a legal belief that they possessed a human-like agency and moral responsibility. In forest folklore, the wild hunt often featured ghostly boars that could steal the souls of the unwary. People feared the pig's intelligence, seeing it as something uncanny, a creature that lived close to humans but kept its own wild, secret logic. This was the era where the pig entity became a symbol of the uncanny valley between man and beast. In Japan, the wild boar, or inoshishi, is respected as a god of the mountains. He is seen as a brave and headstrong warrior. Stories tell of travelers being guided or challenged by these spirits. The pig entity here isn't just an animal, it's the guardian of the rugged peaks and deep woods, demanding respect from anyone who dares to cross its sacred territory. Even today, the boar is a symbol of reckless courage. To encounter one in the mountains is seen as a meeting with the spirit of the land itself, a reminder of the wild roots of the Japanese islands. Even in the modern age, the pig entity persists in the form of cryptids like the pig man of Northfield or the squilt. These urban legends describe a half-human, half-pig creature lurking in the woods or under abandoned bridges. These stories tap into our primal fear of the other and the blurring of lines between the domestic and the wild. It shows that even with all our technology, the idea of a mysterious pig entity still has a grip on our collective fears, lurking in the dark corners where science hasn't yet shone a light. It is the modern manifestation of an ancient ghost. Why does the pig entity reappear so often in our stories? It's because the pig mirrors humanity more than almost any other creature. They are highly intelligent, social, and eat almost anything, just like us. Symbolically, they represent the extremes of our nature, from the gluttonous and messy to the sacrificial and divine. By studying these stories, we aren't just learning about animals, we're exploring the multifaceted mirror of the human experience through a porcelain lens. The pig entity is, in many ways, a reflection of our own progress, our own greed, and our own survival. From the golden bristles of Norse gods to the shadows of modern urban legends, the pig entity continues to fascinate and frighten us. Its role in our stories is as diverse as the cultures that created them. I hope you enjoyed this journey through time and myth, exploring the deep roots of these fascinating tales. What's your favorite legend involving the pig entity? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on the world's most intriguing legends. See you in the next one.